In this video, let's consider how we can show up as our best self on exam day. I don't know about you, but personally, I'm a nervous test taker. When I arrive at a Pearson VUE testing facility, or even sit down at my own computer in my home, I get a bit nervous. So let me walk you through some strategies that have helped me show up as my best self on exam day. Number one, I suggest that if you're going to a facility that you arrive early, or if you're logging in and you're taking this exam maybe from your home or from your office, I recommend you log in early. I would suggest that you arrive early if you're going to a facility because you don't know what traffic's going to be. You certainly don't want to arrive late. And if you're taking the exam at home or in your office, you probably want to log in early because you've got work to do. You're going to be taking pictures of your testing environment from the front and the back and both sides. You're going to be taking a picture of your government-issued photo ID. You're going to be uploading these things, and you want to be standing by in the room a few minutes early before your scheduled time in case the proctor comes in a few minutes early. So for me, it's going to reduce a bit of stress if I'm either at the facility early or I'm logged in early. Then, once you start the exam, you're going to be told how much time you have and how many questions there are. And here's where I would take just a couple of seconds and determine my required pace. Let's say, for example, that we have 60 questions and we have 90 minutes. Some quick math tells me I've got 1.5 minutes, 90 seconds, for each question. Now, certainly some questions are going to take longer than other questions. We might have to be looking through lots of output or doing some configuration in a Simlet. That's typically going to take longer than a multiple choice question where you just select an answer. So to average out those times, I might wait for 30 minutes to elapse. That's 1/3 of the exam. At that point, I would ask, am I 1/3 through the questions? If there are 60 questions, I should have roughly 20 questions complete. If I've only completed 10 questions, and I'm 1/3 through my time, I need to pick up the pace. However, if I have 20 or preferably more questions answered, then I'm on a good pace and I can just maintain that pace, checking in again at the 1 hour mark to make sure that I'm 2/3 done with the questions. At that 1 hour mark in the example I'm giving, I should have 40 questions done at that point. And again, that gives me a time to spot check my progress and decide if I need to speed up or keep my current pace. Because you certainly don't want to run out of time with unanswered questions because those are all going to be counted wrong. And that could very much determine whether you pass or fail this exam. And finally, I want you to begin this exam with confidence. And something I like to do before I take a Cisco exam, and I've done this for the past several exams that I've taken, is I use what Amy Cuddy calls a power pose. In her book Presence, and also she has a great TED Talk on this, she talks about adopting a power pose. That's where you might stand with an empowering posture, such as your hands on your hips, you're looking up, you've got a big smile on your face, and her research has shown that if you stand in that position for just 2 minutes, that is going to increase testosterone and reduce cortisol. And the combined effect of that is you have more confidence and you're less nervous. And as I've mentioned before, this type of thing is not going to teach you OSPF. You have to do the work ahead of time to learn the material, to practice. But I don't want you to get on the exam and forget things that you would normally know, but you forgot them because you're nervous. But this can help you show up as your best.